I'm Joe Kistel. In just a few moments, we are going to sink this barge to create an artificial reef. So ironically, the first thing we had to do before we sank the barge was get up on the barge. And since I was the tallest, I was volunteered to climb up the stern of the barge.
Right.
Yes.
Your head, can you hold your own weight?
Yeah. I'm good. All right. There we go. Pilates. And then I could get the ladder so everybody else could get up.
What are you talking about? Hold on, hippie.
It's nice and stable up here. And now that we're on the barge, the next step was to position the barge in place and deploy the very massive anchor, and this would ensure our barge would stay in the appropriate sinking location. Okay, so the anchor's down. Now the barge will kind of swing in position. We're gonna disconnect the tug, then we're gonna start pumping this boat down, and then we're gonna have holes in the side of the boat. So eventually, once we pump enough water in, the barge will get heavy enough, water will come in the side of the barge, and we can take the pumps off, and this thing will sink by itself. We just gotta get off in time. Yeah, we got them on. You guys good over there? Perfect. All right, hold on. Got it. Got it.
A little bit of water coming in the bowl holes.
All right, so at this phase of the project, we're actually pumping water into the boat. And the idea here is that we pump enough water in, the barge sinks a little bit, and then water will start naturally coming in the boat itself, and then we can get off and the barge should sink. Little counterintuitive, pumping water into a vessel. Okay, so we've got quite a few sync cameras on here. We've got one up here. I've got one underneath here. We've got one here, one there. Quite a few. The idea is one is redundancy, because sometimes the cameras run out of batteries or they freeze up or whatever. And a couple more here. So we've got redundancy and we've got cool angles, and this should allow us to get the best sinking view. All right, it's game time. Boat sinking. We're getting off here because this thing's gonna sink. Got it. Thank you.
All right, we're good, Captain.
Looks like we're holding position pretty well. So the question may be, why did you do this? Why did you sink this barge intentionally? Well, the simple answer is to create marine habitat. And we know this works because we've done it many times before. In fact, just about 1,000 feet from where this barge sits now was a vessel that we sank a few years ago. And here's what that vessel looks like today. This was a very involved project that took strategic planning and regulatory oversight. We had to select and survey a site within an artificial reef permit area, and we had to prepare and clean the barge to a state of environmental soundness to make sure it would work well to create an artificial reef. Today's a big moment. This is the day we're going to try to walk the old crane off our soon-to-be artificial reef barge. Okay, so pretty cool. We're gonna install an additional helm to this barge. We're gonna put it about right here to give the reef a little relief and to give it a little bit more personality. Now, this was an amazing project to be a part of, and it's pretty cool to think that this unique recycling effort can create new marine habitat, a new offshore ecosystem that's gonna benefit the Northeast Florida environment as well as the regional community. And a big thanks to all the players that are involved to make this project a reality and to create this new offshore destination for the region. Thanks for watching.